Where in the heck is all the real money?
Do yourself a favor right now, click on the link in the description, grab my code, and get a massive discount on this ultra bright rechargeable survival flashlight. You can hang it on any metal surface, it's durable, the charge lasts forever, you don't need batteries because it's powered by the sun or with a wall outlet, you can use it to charge your cell phone from 0 to 100%, it's got multiple emergency flashing modes plus a shop light function. There's a glass breaker, a seatbelt cutter, a compass, and an emergency siren. Guys, this thing is frickin' bright. Grab one while you can. The link's in the description. I haven't done a video like this in a while, but it's important. It affects everything and everybody. What I'm going to talk about affects wars, it affects peace, it affects freedom, it exposes slavery, it affects the money in your pocket and the purchasing power of these things called Federal Reserve notes. It has everything to do with what you buy, how much you can buy, and how much you'll be compensated for the time and energy you expend every day to provide for your family and for yourself. Benjamin Franklin said, "The refusal of King George III to allow the colonies to operate an honest money system, which freed the ordinary man from the clutches of the money manipulators, was probably the prime cause of the revolution. Silver and gold are honest money." Today, silver took a run at a very strong key resistance level that's been tested 5 times since March of 2006. The second time since 2006 this level was tested and failed, silver almost hit $50 an ounce. And that level is $21 an ounce. This is the weekly spot silver chart from March 2006. The first time since 2006 that $21 was tested was in March of 2008. Silver hit that resistance and sellers and manipulators sold silver back down to a low of $9.36 an ounce in the week of October 27th of that same year. The next time silver hit that resistance was 2 years later in September of 2010. $21 turned out to be no resistance at all, and by April of 2011, spot silver hit a price of $49.81 an ounce, only to recede sharply and rest at $18.71 an ounce in June of 2013, before taking 3 more runs at the $21 level, only to get swatted down to a low of $13.64 an ounce in December of 2015. In June of 2016, silver was back at the $21 level again. But this time, it would be decimated for 4 years to the point where those holding silver felt some serious pain while watching silver drag the bottom at $11.64 an ounce just a couple months ago in March of 2020. We're only 4 months removed from that, and silver is back to the $21 level again for the 6th time in 14 years. As I record this, silver is almost $21.30 an ounce. And you gotta admit, this is a unique time in the history of the United States. The rabid Federal Reserve beast has been unleashed, and it's terrorizing the global neighborhood as it counterfeits its funny money to buy assets with what essentially amounts to their own trading desk called Federal Open Market Operations. How do they do it? By pumping liquidity into the market, or launching quantitative easing, or deploying stimulus, or making asset purchases. But don't get confused. These are all just euphemisms for money printing. And it's not even money printing, it's currency printing. They counterfeit currency into existence, and then they buy a bunch of real assets with it. And that's what we're seeing right now with this planned, organized, partial shutdown of the U.S. economy in the second quarter, as James Bullard, president of the St. Louis Federal Reserve, says. And even more precisely, what the Fed does is create debt. Remember, the only tool the Federal Reserve has in its toolbox is debt. All they can do is expand or contract debt. That's it. Everything else is smoke and mirrors. When they talk about asset purchases, it's debt creation. Injecting liquidity into the market, debt creation. Launching quantitative easing, debt creation. Providing stimulus to the people, more creation of debt. What does the creation of debt do? It decimates the value of the currency that you hold in your pocket. the currency that you worked for. It siphons away your time and your laboring energies. That's where the hidden tax called inflation comes in. The major problem we have in this country and throughout the world is the existence of centralized banking. The Federal Reserve is the most powerful criminal cartel on the planet. No one and nothing even comes close. And now we have silver back at $21 an ounce. We have the launching of mountains of debt by the Federal Reserve. We have low interest rates and an economy that's teetering on the brink of total collapse as we have to deal with civil unrest spreading across the country as fear grips the heart of everybody who's believing the current corporate media narrative. What we are not dealing with is the thing that starts with a C and ends with a 19. Another thing I want to take a look at is that gold set an all-time high of $1,863.50 on September 5th, 2011. Almost 9 years later, that high is on the verge of being tested again. As of the recording of this video, gold settled at $1,817 per ounce today. On March 18, 2020, the gold to silver ratio hit an all-time high of 122 to 1, meaning it took 122 ounces of silver to equal 1 ounce of gold. Today, that gap closed to 87 to 1. That is one heck of a sharp percentage decrease. And one last thing to consider before I go. Today, the dollar to silver ratio hit $3,917 an ounce. And just to give you some context and perspective, in 1913, the year the criminals at the Federal Reserve took over the nation's money supply, that ratio was $2.65 an ounce. That's a 1,478 times increase. In 1913, the dollar to gold ratio was $28.84 an ounce, and today it's a staggering $32,483 an ounce. That's a 1,126 times increase. That's how much economic terrorism has been happening for the last 107 years under the direction of the Federal Reserve. And we're squabbling about red team versus blue team. Guys, we need to get our heads out of our you-know-whats and unite against our common enemy. If we don't stand together, we'll all hang separately. If you guys enjoy these videos and you want to support the channel, one of the best ways you can do that is to like and share this video with everybody you know everywhere you can on social media. It really helps me overcome the YouTube censorship algorithms and corporate media propaganda. Leave your thoughts about this for the world and the Google Thought Police in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next heavily censored shadow ban video. Okay, before you go anywhere, a lot of people have asked me if they can get a shirt from the store with the design on the back. Let me show you real quick what you can do within the store as far as self-editing your own design that you can put on any shirt, hoodie, mug, phone case, whatever. Pick out any design from the store, then select any item. And guys, there are hundreds of items to choose from. Hats, beanies, bags, buttons, men's items, women's items, stuff for kids, and even pets. I'll just select this shirt right here. You can change the item color to whatever you want. Hit this little pencil editing tool right here and then click on Customize. You can enlarge, shrink, or reposition the design on any item. You can also click over here to the left on Designs and add any design you want. Matter of fact, you can put as many designs as you want on the front or on the back of the shirt. Or you can click on Text and add some customized lettering. With the lettering, you can change the font color, increase the size, and you can even bend the text. And check this out. If you want to design or lettering on the back or on the sides, just click on where you want your design or text, click on the Design or Text tool, or you can even upload your own design. It only increases the price of the item a couple bucks. And you can do this on any item that you select. The store link is in the description and in the pinned comment. Your purchase gets you a kick-ass design and supports the channel while it helps me create more content. Leave your thoughts about this video for the world and the Google Thought Police in the comment section below.